There are days where you have to just take a glass of something and sip on. Don't think about the stress. Because if I consider what I went through yesterday, I ask myself, so what? Am I not here? Am I dead? I'm still alive. But what I went through yesterday was a quick U-turn at hell. But still, I'm here. So let me sip on something even before we continue. Don't ask me what I'm sipping on. Don't ask me. It is not necessary. This is Roland's motivation. Roland started this whole glass agenda. It is sweet though. You can also sip on something in your own comfort. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. And once again, let us apologize for a no-show yesterday. Like I'm saying, it was because of something that we went through. I went through and it affected everybody. But we are fine. We did not die. As much as we did not die, life should go on. So already, Roland Amate is in the middle, ready for Showbiz Daily. And at the extreme end, Team Dode Solomon, aka Chemo, is also ready. Now, we have some 1 or 2 stories compiled for our conversation this evening here on Showbiz Daily. And together with the team, Theophilus Digosh, who is doing camera for us, and Buju Lenz, who will be the editor for this project, we are ready and doing our own thing. Now, what are we talking about? Let's start with Kuami Eugene, who is still worried about that piece he did on Sarkodie's song Happy Day. That was some 4 years ago, I guess. I think it was around the election like that. Sarkodie released a beautiful song, Happy Day, and he featured Kuami Eugene. Kuami Eugene had said on several occasions that he did not get a full song to understand some of the punches in there. He only heard the first verse. And when the first hit landed, he knew, okay, this is good. So let me also go ahead and add my voice to it. Unfortunately, some punches down there, down below, has created a mess. And according to Kuami Eugene, even today, he is still suffering the mess. In the song, Sarkodie said, Nana, if you have been able to give us free SHS and any other thing, then Chanokela, Twaso, Nana, Twaso. When I'm off was, hey, endorsement, political endorsement. And because Kuami Eugene was featured on it, he has been struggling. Anytime there is political conversation, hey, Kuami Eugene. He even said when he got an accident and he went to the Legon hospital, someone said, see that hospital you are there. It was Mahama who facilitated it. Now look at you. If he said, Nana should was on why are we like this? Why can't we just come to terms with the fact that, it was a song to vibe? And even he was a featured artist. He did not make that commentary. Why are we like this as Ghanaians? Well, he was on Andy Dusty's Hits FM program. Let's watch it. And when I come back, Roland will start this conversation. Why is Kuami Eugene still struggling with that feature? Let's go back, watch it. And when I come back, we start talking.
I'm still suffering for that, man. And I had no idea what conversation sparked the fact that, okay, it should be Kuami Eugene. And after I did the chorus out of the first verse I heard from Senior Man, it ended up that way. I still have to explain myself for the rest of my life, I guess, that I'm not a part of it when it comes to it being an MPP song. I was just doing so. I think it's a Kuami Eugene Sarkodie conversation that didn't lean towards that direction. The conversation was from a different direction, and later it leaned towards that direction, and I just felt a little disappointed about it because I'm still paying for it. I still get Twitter. People ask me all the time that, you go sleep for UGM. You don't know say Muhammad Dua.
Yes.
And I'm just as a singer trying to entertain and put good music out there. So
right.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that was it. Ro, why are you guys like that? He only went to give some chorus. Everybody, why they?
Of course, Kuami Eugene should stop crying.
He should stop crying.
Yeah, he should
so
stop
it means
crying.
that you support those who are chasing him.
It is not as if I support those who are chasing him, but those who are also chasing him are not just chasing him because they hate him or he's not done anything and they are just chasing him. They have a reason. And the reason is because you contributed to something that they don't agree. And that is the reason. Yes, the reason may not be reasonable enough for you. The reason may not be legit, but they still have a reason. And in fact, the reason why I'm even asking Kuami Eugene to stop crying is out of the fact that he is even benefiting from that particular move.
Kuami Eugene is benefiting.
Of course, he's benefiting.
How?
You see, there are certain conversations that he's been part of. There are certain deals that he's benefited. And some of them, I believe, are part of some of this particular song or his contribution to such a conversation. We are in a space where we know how politics influence most of the things that we do in a space.
Okay.
Yes, you may not be a pro of a political party, though, but then your deeds and actions, certain deeds and actions can earn you love from some politicians who belong to a certain political party. And yes, they may not come direct to say, oh, maybe publicly, I mean, to say because of you A, B, C, D, that is why I am even giving you this deal or I'm even coming your way.
Okay.
But they can even say it privately to you and say, well, I'm giving you this deal because of what's probably the contribution you made on this particular project. And some of these conversations, you don't say it out. You don't declare it publicly. And they happen, we know they happen. And some of these things are things, and on the other side too, these are things that he cannot fight. Because like he said, whether he knew whatever was going to be put out or not, it has already happened. What can you do about it? There is nothing that you can do about it. Given the chance, would you do it again? And I'm sure his answer will be yes. He should leave the condition, oh, if I know what will be at the end, perhaps forget, you do it. It is Sarkodie that called you. You will do it. Given the chance, he will do it again. So in that sense, he should stop crying because, yes, as much as he thinks that it is coming with certain attacks on him, whenever there is a political conversation, there is also that love that he's won somewhere whenever there is also another political conversation. Which is why certain deals are coming his way, which is why certain doors are being opened. There are certain places that Kuami Eugene will go and his name will be mentioned and people will open doors for him because of that particular project. He should not lose sight of that.
So it comes with both the negative and the positive, you mean?
Exactly. And when you look at even the negative effect of this particular conversation, it is not one that I feel is going to harm Kuami Eugene's career because he's done enough. He's done enough to prove himself worthy of the love of the people. So some of these conversations will not hurt him because day in, day out, he keeps doing more and more. And you see, it is not just about you not saying what the people don't like. It is about giving them what they want and the reason why they even follow you or fell in love with you. And it is not on political lines. It is on music. So whatever your political ideology may be, that is just on the side. Yes, so many people may not agree with you. But you see, with the one thing that everybody will agree with you, it is your song. And that is what gives you the following. So he should just stop crying and concentrate on giving people the good songs that he's been giving them. And the people that will come and insult you, they will be the same people. Let them play bang, 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 bang. The same people will start dancing. So there's no cause for alarm here.
Well, Chamo will take over. Let me get his opinion on why Kuami Eugene is still crying foul over the feature he made for Sarkodie on Happy Day. Yes, Chamo.
Yeah, I think Kuami Eugene should get certain things in their right perspective. Why I'm saying is, why I am saying that is, when he was asked, are you still working with Links? His answer was what we would term some way. He couldn't confirm that I'm not working or I'm still working. He tried to, dodge the question or go around the question without answering it directly.
Okay.
And I think he's doing same with this one. I wish that whoever asked that question would have followed up and said that. So if you knew, wouldn't you do it, or you would have told Sarkodie that take this out or I won't do the song. I don't see that thing happening.
Okay.
I don't see Kuami Eugene telling Sarkodie that don't put this thing in or else I will not be in this project. Yes. I don't see. I can't imagine Kuami Eugene telling Sarkodie that take this lyrics out or I'm out of the song or something like that. So why do you now want to come and pretend as if you knew you wouldn't participate? I can't see him doing that. And if you had that power or that thing in you to tell Sarkodie the lyrics that he should put in his song, you would have called for the whole song before you do it.
Exactly.
Since you didn't call for the song, but you got a line or two and you did your part, just let it be and stop pretending or making it look as if you knew Sarkodie's lyrics, you wouldn't participate, or you would have told him
that is how he wants us to
yes, exactly. And I'm saying that he shouldn't go that direction, but we all know that he can't do that. It is not in him to do that. Even if anybody follow up with that question, he will dodge it. He won't answer based on his demeanor and the way he does his thing. I think he would dodge that question. If somebody asks him if you knew that this is what Sarkodie I am 100% sure that he will answer such a question. So he should give us a break. And the whole thing is, people will do this to you whether you were part of Sarkodie's song or something else. So why? What is your problem here? Let's take the Happy Day song out. You did a massive project with Dr. Kwaku Otin. Dr. Kwaku Otin is a hardcore MPP person.
I see.
He sponsored his daughter to win an MP seat for MPP. So if nothing at all, we all know that he's an MPP man.
Give you a car.
Okay.
To sponsor your daughter to win an MPP seat. Now it's the MPP. And I was sponsor Obama and winning MPP seat. And you did a massive endorsement for this man and his works. So if people will not attack you because of Sarkodie's song, won't they attack you because of Dr. Kwaku Otin?
Yeah.
So why are you now trying to make it look like this is you? I think the best answer he can give is the fact that he's not a political person and he's ready to work with anybody who is ready to work with him. And you are done. Forget about what others will say, because it is not, sometimes it's not just about your action.
Yeah.
Even your inaction will make somebody insult you for not supporting. They are doing that to Sarkodie about Galamsey. They are doing that to some celebrities.
Yeah. So
you think when you are there, you are not saying anything, people will not attack you because you are not supporting them or you are supporting someone else. You can't avoid some of these things. So for me, I think he should be himself and sometimes stop trying to say something that he thinks people will like. Because it doesn't make him look genuine. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Well, we still wish Kuami Eugene well, and I'm sure the pointers that my panel members have shared, they are enough to guide him on what to do moving forward. I'm sure if I'm also an NPP person and you start speaking like this, I would feel like, why? Do you feel shy to be part of us or what? That is also another angle that I'm sure he's not considering. This has happened. You cannot turn back the hands of time. Just allow it to pass, and I'm sure you'll be fine. You won't die, like I said earlier. As much as it will not kill you, it will even make you stronger. Dakovic has also given us another thing for consideration. He appeared on 3 Music platform, and in the conversation, he said that to him, he thinks that the Afrobeat sound is dead. The craze that used to surround Afrobeat is no more. He has spoken to executives of Afrobeat music, and he thinks that most of them, the investment they have even done or they've made, they are not even getting it back. The hype around it is no more, and he is worried as a musician as well. Well, let's go catch a glimpse of what he said, and when I come back, Chemo will take it. Is Daco Vibes speaking reality? Or one of those things, an artist tried something and it didn't work. Like yes, open. A boy be actually na went to me and now as okra free or talk get say akoko. Well, let's watch it. I'll be right back.
Those times when we did the Jimapel, we're learning Afrobeats. We're in the Afrobeats bag, you know what I'm saying, trying to get that Afrobeats money, you know what I'm saying. But right now, as long as I am concerned, Afrobeats is cast. So
I just want to knock my sound.
You get lawyer. Genre na pie. Like I have a lot of meetings with labels, execs, all back and forth. I'm independent as hell. So I have a lot. I get to have a conversation with all these guys, listen to the back end. God being so good, I've created relationships with some people. Sound not pie. Right now, when you put out an Afrobeat song, you're putting out an Afrobeat song with close to about 20 different artists who labels are paying heavy money for that, not even recouping. You know what I'm saying? So
what do you think has happened?
Wait, I'm told the mic has gone down. When they want to hear you.
Nakuba mention Afrobeats. No, Afrobeats gone.
It's not talking to me for
from what you say as an artist, and it's very interesting because often people like us, media personalities,
and even in Ghana right now, there's an agenda that we are really trying to promote Ghana music, Ghanaian high life music, and stuff
I noticed
like
that.
And I think this year it's working.
I noticed that.
Louder. And have you noticed that it's working this year? Like hip life, high life, it's really working.
It started somewhere around last year, and like I'm saying, most of these guys are not recouping, bro, and the labels are fuming because. When they bring the bread right now, they want to alter your sound to make you sound like, you know, like a Burna Boy or a Sake to achieve the same successes that maybe a Sake and Burna Boy has achieved. Forgetting that, you know, there's a sound that we are pioneering. You know, the Afrobeat sound, this is something, big shout outs to R2Bs. This is something that they've been pioneering for Ghana for a very, very long time. And they've been consistent with it. But as it stands right now, the genre is too popular. It's too big right now. So to invest into it is very expensive. For the return, it's very low.
Anyways, welcome back, and big ups to 3 Music for this one. Chabo, Daco Vibes thinks the Afrobeat craze is no more.
Well,
it has gone down.
I think the only part that I will agree, or I will say, well, maybe is the fact that the hype around Afrobeat has gone down.
So the hype indeed has gone down.
Yeah, of course, obviously. I mean, the way people were jumping here and there, wanting people to call them Afrobeat artists and all those things, it has gone down. I mean, nobody can argue about that one. That thing has gone down. But Afrobeat is not dead, and Afrobeat is not going anywhere soon. It will still be in the system. I think the people that he himself has spoken to are those who are losing or who are not who did not in other ways get what they were looking for when they jump in, and then when they try to also see what they can get from doing Afrobeat. So yes, maybe this is something coming from people that he has spoken to, but if you generalize it, I mean, I'll disagree with him that Afrobeat is dead or is even dying. It has come to stay. It will be like the way reggae is. I mean, we cannot say reggae is still alive and reggae is the #1 genre or whatever, but reggae is not dead. It's still around. People are still doing it, and I think a genre like Afrobeat will have the same thing. It will be there for a very long time, and the reason is that we have enough artists in there who have made so much impact in music industry that we can't erase them, and that's the reason why it will stay for a longer time. You see, when you want to predict, or when you want to bet your time on the fact that a genre will stay for a longer time, look at those who have done it and how they how they felt, or how their impact is in the society. We can just point out some of the biggest artists in music industry all over the world who are doing Afrobeat. And so because of that, Afrobeat will not die, and Afrobeat is not going anywhere. But you see, when anything comes, like the trending issues that as we see them, at some point it will go down.
Exactly.
And if you point out that,
and a craze is like that.
Yes,
it does not stay forever.
Forever, yes. At some point it will go down, it will be stable, and then that is it. Something new will come, people will jump on it, and the same thing will happen. Some will die off because those who maybe jumped on it couldn't make an impact.
Okay.
But if you make an impact, then it will stay forever. So for me, I disagree with him for saying that Afrobeat is dead or is dying. It will still be with us. But the craze, the way that it started is no more like that. Apart from that, Afrobeat is still strong.
Well, some points shared there, and you can also share yours as well. Earlier, I had my own thoughts on this topic in the editorial, and I know conversations have started under it already. Ro, what do you also think about Darko Vibe's statement?
For me, I think I like the fact that he started with the word personally. Yes, saying personally he thinks Afrobeat is dead. And I like the fact, but his explanation to it is what, now in his explanation, he tried to generalize it. That is where I disagreed with him, because you can have a personal opinion about it. For me, I think per his explanation, then he's trying to say that, yes, there are certain people who tried doing it and did not get the results or the returns they were looking for. It's as simple as that. And to them, or to those people, that is when they can say, oh, this thing is not as huge as you people are talking about, or it's not as so lucrative as you people are making it look. But it doesn't mean that some people are not cashing out. He himself in his statement admitted that there are people who are being funded with millions of dollars and are cashing out. Recently, I was watching one Nigerian artist. I've forgotten his name. I think 50 Cent, he did a project with 50 Cent. And 50 Cent actually signed him.
Okay.
Yes.
Signed him on to his label or something?
Yes, to his label. And had to let him go. But then, because he was given an upfront money, when they sign you, they give you an upfront money. When it was time for him to leave, he was owing about $300,000.
I see.
Meanwhile, when he left, 50 cents, like the money there, they agreed that even after you've left, you're still going to pay in mechanical rights and whatever. So he was still going to pay. Now, the guy released the project, and the project had top charts in, I think, America for 4 days. 50 Cent chanced on it, and the guy said he called him and was like, Charlie, I want to create a stance with this particular debts that you're owing me. I want to start insulting you, doing stuff, like saying stuff. And when I do, I know people are going to call you. So he said, okay, let's do it. And 50 started blowing things up. Then, before they realized, his project stayed on the top chart for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because it will add to the streaming.
Exactly.
While the controversies are ongoing.
And after that particular 2 weeks, 50 Cent was able to get his $300,000.
I see.
Meanwhile, it would have taken the guy some number of years to pay that amount of money. And he was able to use the stunt to just cook it and take his money.
Some money quick.
Exactly. So yes, you may not know how to monetize the Afrobeat, but it doesn't mean it is not lucrative or it is dead. It is not dead. It is just like high life. There are people that still call themselves high life artists. Why? Because they still know how to monetize the high life genre. If you cannot monetize it, that is when you say there's no value in it.
Yeah.
It is the monetization that is beating the likes of Darko Vibes. Because when they go and they see the competition, Charlie, forget. They can't. You can't compete. And if you can't compete, or you don't have the brains and the pocket to compete, forget, you back down and go and look for something else and do.
True.
And that is what Darko Vibes is actually, that is the position he actually holds now. So for him to come out bluntly and say Afrobeat is dead, I beg to differ. I beg to differ, because per the explanation that he gave, then it means that, Charlie, he is not fit for the competition. Because it is not everybody, even when we take out the people that are being funded with millions of dollars self out, and we want to leave everybody to their strength, like all things being equal, it is still not everybody that will blow out of the same Afrobeat craze.
Yeah.
It is still not everybody.
Yeah. I agree.
And in that sense, you realize that people have different abilities more than others. Your marketing skills, the products that you churn out of the Afrobeat genre and all comes to play. And if you are not able to hit those nails, forget it. You come back and tell me Afrobeat is dead. Afrobeat is not dead. You are coming to pick high. If Okoye, and maybe he had songs that were able to like global hits and were making him millions of dollars, and they were labeled as Afrobeat, would he have come out to come and tell me that Afrobeat is dead? No, Afrobeat is not dead. So yes, I know recently he's been hearing the likes of Wizkid, Burna Boy, saying, "No, they are not Afrobeat artists."
Yeah,
See,
I'm sure all those vibes are
as much as they will tell you they are not Afrobeat artists, their songs are labeled Afrobeat on DSPs.
And even when it goes to the money,
exactly,
they speak that language.
Exactly. So don't be fan-fooled. Don't be misled and say, oh, you think Afrobeat is dead because of you can't fit the competition, or you are hearing other people say it. Forget. If you think you can't fit the competition, find something else and go and do.
Well, a word to Darko Vibes and other people who hold the same opinion or view that indeed Afrobeat is no more. Well, let's give time some time, like some people would say, and we will sure be able to say this again some other time. Now, I've seen a gentleman on Kingdom FM saying that he thinks Ghanaians have not celebrated Shatta Wale enough on the Accra Invasion project that he started. In fact, according to him, it is not easy for even an artist to come out or to introduce, let me use that word. It's not easy for an artist to introduce another artist. But for Shatta Wale, he's been able to do it for 9 people. Yet, he's shocked. He goes around people and say, oh, it is hype. Oh, he wants people to mention his name. Oh, he is not happy about it. And I want to ask my people how the AIP was welcomed. Media, general public, fans, social media. How did they also see it in relation to what the gentleman is saying on the show? Let's watch an excerpt from Kingdom FM. And when I come back, I pick views from my people, same way.
Media houses we must start some talented show programs, let me put it that way. Now you will say artists need be found be mentor in Kolani bi Obekaipa at least me him cry me Becca say Shatta camp boys be brafan in same boys be brave for Shatta camp just say I'm in the party away as because of what ABR Nyema 1 2 be and Shatta always talks about loyalty on the day loyalty as in ABR Omako can ho asem and na bibi na ema omo ye den omo motete but artists need be brave na are they able to mentor the young ones yehwe ya bra strong man okay strong man
yes strong no sack
very good how did the whole things happen well it's meno Shatta no unim no woni ni yejuma kun sada nipa nete mempe we ne why then because we should be as here nipa no mema on the terms and conditions say ye we men ye we you who said on nipa no menante
Anyway, so that was it, and I'm sure Roland can take it up to start with.
Well, am I surprised? No, I am not. Because in the space, we know how sometimes the ears and attentions of people are tilted towards certain kind of news, especially when it is about certain people and all of that. And I remember last time we had a very close or similar conversation where I said that there are certain things about certain people that, yes, they are truth, they are fact, but we don't want you to say it. We don't want you to say it. And this is similar to that particular conversation. This is one of them. There are certain situations where people would tell you that you bring it and let's talk about it. If you want us to talk about it, bring it and let's talk about it. But if it is the other side, of course, you wouldn't have to go and beg them for them to talk about it. In fact, they would rather go and fish for them and blow it. Use Judgment Day trumpet. Blow it pam, 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 for everybody to hear. When some of these things happen, for me, for a brand like Shatta Wale, of course, I understand where the guy is coming from. But he should also understand that there are lots of things to be done. And yes, as much as we all agree that putting people out in that manner is no joke and needs to be celebrated, I believe that sometimes you should just let them be. Don't fight them. You should just let them be, because for whatever it is still a good deed. And perhaps you did not do it for people to celebrate you like that in that fashion. You were doing it for the people involved.
Yeah.
And in that, when you have this kind of mindset, whether another person who may not even be directly affected by that particular deed do not celebrate you or not, it doesn't come as a bother that much. Because I believe that Shatta's intention, and I know that as much as maybe the guy is feeling he's not being celebrated enough, and I know so many of us share the same sentiment or opinion.
Okay.
I know Shatta is calm.
Okay.
For me, I know he is calm because, okay, I did not do it for the whole world to come and sing my praise. But I did it solely with the intention of giving these boys a helping hand. And it is the same way, you see, some of us are even crying he's not being celebrated. But I can tell you that there are others also there who are even pissed about Shatta even doing this in the first place. They are pissed. Why? And it is for so many reasons. Some, they did not call their people.
Yeah.
Others, they did not come to their hood. Others have so many reasons. Others also have that sentiment that Shatta shouldn't have even been the one to do it. It should have been a different artist. So in that sense, we should understand that you can't satisfy everybody and you cannot get all these things at once. Some of them may take process. You see, when the likes of Kempaluta and Amrado started chopping success in recent times, as much as their efforts played a huge part of whatever they are enjoying now, most of the conversation came to Shatta. But I believe as at that time also, it was a similar conversation that was going on.
Yeah.
Yes, some people did not see the essence of that particular move. But when we saw some of the successes that are coming out of it, of course, you received some of the praise in the future. Some of these praises are not meant for you to get them today. And these are some of the things that I've come to understand. So when I see some of these things in a space like that, though I am not so much bothered about it. Yes, they may not celebrate you, but did you do it for those people to actually come and celebrate you? No. In fact, the people involved, the artists involved, for them to come and say, boss, I thank you, God bless you for doing this for me. I believe it is much celebration than somebody that may not even appreciate when you do good self to come and say, why are they?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yes, I understand where the guy is coming from, but to some of us, it is not, again, so much of a big deal because there is a much bigger picture than people celebrating Shatta Wale on this particular project today. And I know when the full project comes out, there is going to be much activities and much bigger celebration than some of these petty praises that may come. So yeah, he should just chill out.
Well, we are monitoring. I also know that there are many media platforms that are even waiting for the project to come out. Personally, some of them have reached out to me. Even the video shoot that came out, some of them wanted me to, but I've told them that we should wait for the whole project to come out, and that when the project comes out finally, I can even go do some rounds with the artists involved as well. But Chamo, same way, how do you also see the reception from media people and industry folks alike?
For me, I think so far so good. So I don't know where the guy is coming from or the kind of celebration that he wants to see. From what I have seen, yes, we know that there are people who will not want to talk about it, or they may not even want to get closer to the project. And for those people, that's how they do their thing. So what again do you want from them? And for those who think that he has done something good, they are doing their best. So how does he want the whole thing to go for him to say that now they are celebrating him? I think it is so subjective that if you say they are not celebrating him enough, you have not said anything. What will be enough for you? That will be the question. Me, I would want to ask the guy, so what do you want to see for you to say they have celebrated him enough? I think when Shatta was embarking on this project, he was not thinking about who will celebrate him. He's just doing his thing. He's just doing something that he will feel good at the end of the day. And yes, that's what is happening. He's okay. He has satisfied the kind of feeling that he wanted to get at this point. And I think those who will see good in it will say it, and those who will not, no matter what, that's their stand. So if you say they have not celebrated him enough, for me, I think you are even attacking those who are saying that he has done good. Because for those who will not say that, no matter what, they won't.
They won't say it, yeah.
And those who are saying that, you are saying that those people are not, they have not done enough or what? Or you want others who will not ordinarily do it to come and do it before you say they have celebrated him enough. So I think some of these things, we should be careful how we go about it. Because I don't see any, for those who are celebrating him, I don't see how you want them to do it for you to say they have celebrated him enough. And for those who are not doing it, they won't do it. So are you talking about those who are not saying anything, or you are talking about those who are saying it but they are not saying it to your satisfaction? Or where are we here? So I think for what reaction, the reaction that I've seen, I think people have said something good, something positive about what Shatta Wale has done. And I don't see anything wrong with those who are celebrating him. For those who would not say it, we know his relationship with the media.
Yeah.
Also, and they leave them. Don't
force them.
Don't force them. I think that when you are so genuine and when you are so good at what you does or what you do, people will, they have no choice than to talk about what is happening.
Yeah.
And exactly what will happen when the main project comes out. So I think the guy should relax. I don't see anything going bad here, or I don't see that there's something wrong here. In fact, even if the praises come the way you want it to come, I am sure now you give people reason to say that, or no, they say anything or a project. Or besides, man for meetings, Shatta Wale or no one and no.
Yeah.
And that's not why he did the project. He is doing something good for the industry, for himself, and for those who are involved. And let's praise him for what he has done. For those who will not do it, forget about them.
Well, big ups to the gentleman though for his observation. Unfortunately, I'm sure he might be new in the space. If he has been around in the space for a longer time, he might have understood how it works with Shatta and them. Shatta and them, we know how it works. But we are wrapping up, Chemo. In the video circulating, in the video on the screen right now, this is the video, and this video was shared by Mazi Tunde Ednod, and that is why I know it is factual. That's why I know it is correct. In this video, Davido was in a club chilling. Enters Wizkid and his people. The moment they saw Davido out, they went out. Is that the level of their beef that I can't even be around your space? In fact, whilst watching the video, I was, is that hard like that?
Well, it's some way, and some of this is difficult to know what is happening exactly. We all know or heard what happened when I think Wizkid and Burna Boy met in Ghana.
Yeah. I think Twist.
Yes,
Yeah.
and something similar, or even that one, there was a clash some way, somehow.
Yeah, Twist Night Club, I remember.
So I think, yes, some of them, it's like that. They just don't want to be in the same space. And so if they went there, saw Davido and his people, and then went out, I mean, let's take it like that. But obviously we know what is going on. It means they don't want to be in the same space, and it means they are beefing, or there is something else.
Yeah.
So for me, I think we know what is happening, so let's see it as such. And yes, there are some people who are like that when they are beefing, or when they think that they are not in good terms with you. They don't want to share the space with you and all those things. And let's just see it like that. But it is like that in the game. And what we can learn from it is that when you see same thing in Ghana or elsewhere, just know that, yes, human beings are like that. And sometimes some of these things will happen.
I see. Well, Ro, let's close the show.
Well, for me, I'm not surprised though, and I know, yes, you are surprised that the beef probably has gotten this far, where two of them cannot be in the same space. Well, it happens. Sometimes it is not even about the two main principals, that is the people whose name will be mentioned, but even the followers and all of that. It is sometimes to save some of these things. You know, as leaders, some of them may be in good terms, but we all know how some of these conversations come out, like how we have some of these conversations outside their normal DMs. To them, they may be okay, but maybe the conversation outside may be different, and sometimes even their followers may interpret it in a different way. I saw other publications from the same Tunde Head Note, which some people were even complaining that when Wizkid left the club, he instructed the bouncers to lock the gates. Yes, until he's out of the premises. So he's not being followed by the Davido's people. Yes. Because there were certain people who wanted to come out. You know, when celebrities are going, some of the fans would want to follow them and just move with them like that.
It was that deep?
Yes. He instructed them to lock the gate so they get out of the premises. So I believe that they know the extent of whatever heat they have between them. And I believe they are both aware. If not for anybody cry, I think Wizkid, for him to have taken that particular decision, then he is aware. He is aware strongly on that what probably is happening, which is why he would even want to excuse himself when he went into the club and saw his other party there. You get it. So me, I understand some of these things happen. It happens, but hey, these are people that tomorrow can wake up and say we are brothers, and they will be doing cheers to life and whatever, both online and offline. So yes, when some of these things happen, we should not take them to heart, but rather just keep calm about it, because these are people who work with emotions, and just like how their emotions twist and turns, they can wake up tomorrow and say, Charlie, we that we were not seeing eye to eye, come, let me give you a peck on stage.
And now you may kiss your friend. This I know you may kiss your bride. You may kiss your friend. Well, so this is how beautiful Showbiz Daily's return on a Wednesday evening feels like. Wonderful conversation, submissions, and special thanks to Roland Amate, who works with Shagzy, Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube, and showbizchannelgh.com, and in Team Dodo Solomon, our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, as well as in Team Dosu Digital Solutions. Just so you know, we did this with Theophilus Digosh on camera and Buju Lens, who is the editor. Subscribe to us and let's hear what you also have to say on the various topics shared. My name is Sammy Flex. I said in the beginning that no matter what you are going through, get something and sip on it. Cheers.